finely curated mix of predominantly, but not always exclusively, new Canadian indie, folk, and singer-songwriter. You know, Nico Paolo, Horsepath, Kaya Cater, that kind of thing. Along with some in-depth chats with the likes of, well, Nico Paolo, Horsepath, Kaya Cater, that kind of thing. It's When We Wake with me, Andrew Shaver, Saturday mornings at 11, right here on 106.9 CHMA.
Hi, I'm Ryan Hillier. Hopefully I'm going to go to Mount A, and you're listening to CHMA.
Hi, I'm Zaina, and you're listening to CHMA.
Hey, what's going on? This is Imanzi from KIF Radio, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
The time is 9 o'clock, and you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
Hello, and welcome to CHMA's local news at 106.9 FM and CHMAFM.com. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes on the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. I'm Mike Robar. It's Tuesday, June 23rd. In the news today, municipal officials in Tantramar aren't providing specifics on how the findings of a recent workplace investigation will end the turmoil within Sackville Fire and Rescue, but they are confident the department is now on the road to recovery. We are grateful that this process has concluded, stated Tantramar Mayor Debbie Wiggins-Caldwell in a press release issued by the municipality on Friday, June 19th. Quote, "It has been a difficult time for Sackville Fire and Rescue and the entire community. Now we can focus on recovery for Sackville Fire and Rescue and on maintaining a safe, respectful workplace while providing exceptional fire service to Tantramar residents." Unquote. The press release provided an update on the workplace investigation that was launched earlier this year after 12 local firefighters turned in their pagers in an effort to bring attention to issues relating to management, workplace safety, and harassment. It stated that the final investigation report was received by the municipality on May 13th. Following a review of those findings, administration, at the direction of council, has taken appropriate administrative actions to resolve this matter. The release states that administration will now meet with the members who stepped away from duty to develop a return-to-work plan for members interested in returning to duty. Quote, "The municipality recognizes this situation is of significant public interest. However, to respect privacy obligations and maintain the integrity of the personnel process, no further details will be released regarding HR processes," the press release reads. And now, CHMA talked summer events and programming with staff at the municipality. School is out, summer is here, and the municipality of Tantramar has lots of activities planned for all ages. While much of the programming, like the ever-popular Summer Trailblazers, will be familiar to residents, there is a new effort this year to reach more folks who live outside of Sackville, said Jesse Alder, Summer Program Coordinator with the municipality.
This year we are super excited to offer a brand new program that targets some of the needs in our community. We have started our Tantramar pop-up programs where we're bringing our programming around to different areas in the community that have less programming available. So these will be full-day camps for kids and youth, and we have 3 locations right now in Dorchester, in Rockport, and in Mount Watley.
The first pop-up will be in Dorchester on July 2nd, followed by Rockport on July 30th and Mount Watley on August 20th. Throughout the summer, there will be free 2-hour drop-off programs at Bill Johnstone Memorial Park with different themes for different interests and ages, said Alder.
So for children, we have multi-sports, preschool, trailblazers, around the world, crafty creations, STEM squad. And for youth, we have Leaders in Training, Junior Chef, Game Ready Training, Junior Lifeguards, and Girl Empowerment Camp and Drama and Design Camp.
The last two programs mentioned by Alder are week-long camps, both costing $40, though the Drama and Design Camp is currently full. The equipment loan program at Bill Johnstone is also back again this year. So from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday in July and August, folks can get access to an array of equipment from basketballs to kids' toys to outdoor games. The municipality has plenty to offer adults as well, said Alder.
We have lots of activities like walks and hikes offered by the Tantramar Outdoor Club, the Pickleball Group, the Ultimate Frisbee Group, and a seniors walking group. And then for the community, we have things like our Concert in the Park series that runs every Thursday all summer, Chocolate Bar Bingo, and Silver Lake Paddle Fest events that come up around the summer, and weekly activities that will pop up on our social media pages.
The first big events of the year will be Canada Day, said Emma Dukas, Tantramar's summer events intern.
In Sackville from 12 to 2 p.m. in the Bill Johnstone Memorial Park. There's a 5K fun run and a 1K fun run for kids, both starting at 11 a.m. There's going to be a barbecue hosted by Shinorama, cake, lawn games, live music, all the fun stuff. And it will also be occurring in Dorchester from 4 to 6 p.m. And that will also have live music, barbecue, cake, and all those fun things.
Later this month, there's the Walker Road Trail Run on July 18th. Which is open to kids and adults. And this year, the Sandpiper Festival will run from August 7th to 9th and features the event Dukas said she is most excited for.
I'm really looking forward to the street fair for Sandpiper. It's on the Saturday from 12 to 3 p.m. There's going to be lots happening, like blow-up inflatables for obstacle courses, a petting zoo, a foam party, barbecue, face painting, like live music. Everything you can imagine will pretty much be there.
Then, to wrap up the summer, there will be an end of summer bash at Bill Johnstone Memorial Park with a barbecue, cold treats, and a mega foam party that kids will definitely love, said Alder. Anyone interested in registering for programs offered can head to tantramarnb.com/programs to find the municipality's summer activity guide and Eventbrite page. Folks can also keep up to date on events through the Tantramar Active Living and Culture Instagram and Facebook pages. For CHMA, I'm Mike Robar.
And I'm Theodore Bramarak. And here's another local story.
Sure, yeah. Oh, my name is Mike Trass. I'm just playing a few tunes.
Acoustic music welcomed people to Open Sky Farm for a summer solstice celebration. Before the event got underway, I sat down with Farm and Operations Manager Sarah Poirier.
Well, we have 13 or 14 vendors lined up. They're going to be all in our grounds over here. I was just working on the site plan actually when you came up. And yeah, so lots of crafts. There will be one food vendor, which we're very excited about. Island Vibes will be joining us. And then the greenhouse end of season sale will be starting. So that's everything 25% off.
The celebration marked the arrival of summer and invited people to spend an evening at the farm. Open Sky is a therapeutic farm that works with neurodivergent adults and adults facing mental health challenges through programs focused on independent living and employment readiness. Saturday's event, though, also gave the wider community a chance to spend time on the property.
For the first year, we did a grand opening, but we haven't really done anything this year to mark the opening of the greenhouse. And now that we're midway through and the solstice falls on the weekend, we thought what a nice idea to get people out and around. And the farm is so beautiful any time of year, but June is lovely.
As the evening unfolded, people moved around the grounds at their own pace. People stopped at tables displaying pottery, jewelry, and other handmade items. Among the vendors was Kat Harrison, a member of the Open Sky community who sells quirky handmade jewelry under the name Celtic Horizon.
I like interacting with the customers because they actually give me some inspiration of potential new ideas to make.
Potter and greenhouse employee Kaylee Cook says community gatherings like this have become part of what makes Sackville so special.
Yeah, I just like that Sackville does these kind of events and brings the community together, and there's always so much art happening here, and the town's very supportive.
No one seemed to be in a hurry. People stayed a while. For musician Mike Trask, that's exactly why events like this matter.
Well, I think, I guess the thing is, I think these are important for all communities, and Sackville seems to be a community that that often has these types of kind of community building events, and I think it's super important this day and age for people in close proximity to stay connected.
As daylight slowly faded, more people gathered near the fire pit. Open Sky participant George Chappell says helping with the fire has become one of his favorite parts of the event.
Well, it's important to me to see how people are doing their own creation. I do have one worker that does these earrings that she does by herself. She does amazing job. I also does the bonfire a lot of times. It helps me put my wood skills to work to see if I can get it going really well.
And did you like the bonfire this year?
Yep, I do.
For Poirier, the summer solstice marks more than just the beginning of a new season.
For a lot of folks, it marks a turning point in the year. For us here on the farm, harvest will start shortly after that, so it's just a marking point in the year.
For a few hours, Open Sky gave people a chance to slow down and enjoy the start of summer. For CHMA, I'm Theodore Bramarack.
Hey, this is Mia from Marshy Middle School, and you're listening to CHMA.
And here's your CHMA Atlantic update. The Federal Competition Bureau is continuing its investigation into the use of property controls by Nova Scotia-based Empire Company Limited. Empire, based in Stellarton, is the parent of several grocery chains including Sobeys, Farm Boy, Safeway, IGA, Foodland, and Freshco, among others. Property controls are restrictions on the use of real estate that limit how a property can be used after it is sold, which can harm competition by making it difficult for businesses to open new stores. The Bureau's investigation into Sobeys and Loblaws locations in Halifax started in 2024, and it announced today that it has obtained court orders seeking information about the scope of Empire's practices across Canada. Police in Cape Breton are investigating reports of shots being fired at a home in Glace Bay. Cape Breton Regional Police say they received a complaint last night at 10 p.m. from a resident who said someone had fired a gun at the front of his home before driving away. No one was injured. Police say they believe this was an isolated incident with no further risk to public safety, but investigators say they are trying to determine the ownership of a dark-colored four-door Cadillac with wraparound taillights that was seen in the area. The RCMP in New Brunswick have been called in to investigate the alleged assault of an inmate at the maximum security prison in Renew. Correctional Service Canada says the alleged attack was reported June 11th at the Atlantic Institution. The injured inmate was taken to hospital and has since returned to the prison. No staff members or other inmates were injured during the alleged assault, and no other details were released. The lawyer for one of the two people recently charged with concealing the body of a newborn in the Halifax area says autopsy results should be ready relatively soon. The lawyer made a brief appearance in Halifax Provincial Court earlier today. 23-year-old Sukhpreet Singh and his 26-year-old wife Ramandeep Kaur are also charged with resisting a peace officer, obstructing justice, and causing an indignity to human remains. Their cases were adjourned until July 24th. After 65 years of community service, the Shediac Lions Club in eastern New Brunswick is shutting down at the end of this month. The volunteer group simply doesn't have enough members to survive. Club President Mark Cormier says the club now only has 7 members and the club isn't growing. He says it's become more difficult to recruit new members to help with different projects. Police in southwestern Nova Scotia have accused a 43-year-old man of striking another man with a torque wrench and spraying him with bear spray. Our CMP in Lunenburg say they were dispatched early Friday to a home in Wildville, where they were told about the alleged assault. The victim was taken to hospital and is expected to recover from their injuries. The alleged assailant, who is known to the victim, was later found in hospital and has been charged with assault with a weapon, possession of a dangerous weapon, and assault causing bodily harm. And that has been your CHMA Atlantic Update.
Hello, I'm Erin Brubaker. I used to be the director of spoken word for CHMA, which you're listening to now in the heart of the heart of the heart of the Maritime region.
And now for the weather. Today we're looking at cloudy skies, rain beginning in the morning, about 10 to 15 millimeters, with wind becoming south 20 kilometers an hour, gusting to 40 near noon, with a high of 19 and a UV index of 2 or low. At night, rain ending near midnight, then cloudy with a 30% chance of showers, fog patches developing in the evening, about 10 to 15 millimeters, with winds south 20 kilometers an hour gusting to 40, becoming light after midnight with a low of 15. On Wednesday, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a high of 22. Then at night, cloudy periods with a 60% chance of showers and a low of 14. On Thursday, cloudy with a 30% chance of showers and a high of 23. Then at night, clear with a low of 12. On Friday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 23. Then at night, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a low of 14. On Saturday, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a high of 18. Then at night, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a low of 13. Finally, on Sunday, showers with a high of 17. And that has been the weather.
Hey, this is Marilyn Lurch from Sackville, and you're listening to CHMA.
And here's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update.
The Stars came out yesterday in World Cup action as big names across the sport were in action, including Lionel Messi becoming the all-time goal-leading scorer for World Cup play as his Argentina squad defeats Austria 2-0. Messi getting both goals. Not to be outdone, Kylian Mbappe of France scores twice as well as France defeats Iraq 3-0. And Erling Haaland of Norway, he and his squad defeat Senegal 3-2 final in that one. And in the late game, Algeria came back after being down 1-0 to Jordan. 2-1 final for the Algerians. Major League Baseball yesterday, the Toronto Blue Jays, they come back to beat the Astros 4-2 final in downtown Toronto. Your San Diego Padres shut out Atlanta 1-0 final in that one. The Tigers defeat the Yankees 5-3. One-run games all across the board where the Royals defeat the Rays 2-1 in Tampa Bay. The Rangers beat the Marlins in another Florida battle, 4-3 final in that one. It was a 2-1 final for the Brewers over the Reds in Cincinnati. Dodgers with their 50th win of the season. They're 2-1 winners over the Minnesota Twins. Red Sox lose to the Rockies in Colorado, 3-2 final in that one. Orioles with the 6-1 victory over the Angels. 3-2 victory for the St. Louis Cardinals over the Arizona D-backs down in St. Louis. Phillies lose to the Nationals in D.C., 4-1 final in that one. And finally, it was the Southsiders coming back to defeat the Guardians White Sox with a 6-5 victory over the Cleveland squad. WNBA action last night, just 4 games on the docket, with the Connecticut Sun getting their third victory of the season to move to 3-15 on the year. They blow out Chicago Sky 92-63. Dream over Toronto Tempo 94-87 in Atlanta. It was the Fever coming back to defeat the Phoenix Mercury 86-77 at home behind 24 points from Caitlin Clark. And it took overtime for the Dallas Wings to defeat the Seattle Storm 112-110. Other championship news last week, the Calder Cup was won by the Toronto Marlies. College World Series saw the Oklahoma Sooners defeat the 5th-ranked UNC North Carolina Tar Heels. And finally, announcements made for the class of 2026 Hockey Hall of Fame, including former Montreal Canadiens goalie Carey Price, Pico Rene, Keith Tkachuk, Patrice Bergeron, Cindy Curley, and executive Brian Burke.
And that's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update. Please be sure to check out Brian's show on Mondays at 8:30 a.m. for more sports commentary.
Hi there, I'm Jeremy McLaughlin, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And now for what's going on in your community. Mark your calendars. The Tentamar Community Concert Band will be performing Thursday, June 25th at 6:30 p.m. in the bandstand at Bill Johnston Park. This free concert will feature completely different music from their concert last month, including music from the 1920s, upbeat, jazzy, and fun. Once again, this event is taking place June 25th at 6:30 p.m. at the Bill Johnston Park. Marshlight Theatre Company is proud to announce its June production of the Spark series titled Sirens. This play, directed by Ryan Slashinsky and written by Sue Rose, tells the Greek myth of Persephone and Hades from the perspective of her companions, known as the Sirens. Sirens will be performed from June 25th to June 27th. Tickets are $15 per person and can be purchased through marshlight.ca/my-calendar. You can also find the production on 3 Fairfield Road. Get ready for a Thursday full of punk, rock, and power pop with the joint performance of 3 Canadian artists. From Newfoundland and Labrador, the band Breadclip and the singer John Moran will be teaming up with Sackville's very own Snake Noise on June 25th to rock Duckies. Expect a mix of Atlantic weirdness, nostalgia, and funky, swanging music to light up your Thursday night. The performance will take place after trivia at 9 p.m. The cover cost is $15 or pay what you can. Diamond is going to transport you to the Mushroom Kingdom and beyond this June. Join them June 27th at 9 p.m. at Ducky's Bar for the trip of the year into the most magical of all kingdoms to celebrate Pride Month. Featuring pop-up performances by several drag performers, tickets can be purchased in advance for $10 by visiting the event's Facebook post at Ducky's Pub or emailing dragdiamond@gmail.com. Tickets will also be $15 at the door. Every advance ticket sale gets you entered into a draw for a $25 bar tab. This is happening June 27th at 9 p.m. at Ducky's Bar. And that's what's happening in your community.
And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tanchamar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com.
Tuned to CHMA 106.9 FM. I'm Brian Nielsen. Check out Selective Memory, 7 p.m. Tuesdays.
Whether you're on your way to work, getting off a shift, or just waking up in the morning, you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, Voice of the Marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and you're listening to The Late Morning Show. Today is Tuesday, June 23rd. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning so far. We are going to jump into music right away. First up, we have Rosewater Park with What Time Will Take Away, and then we also have Snail Mail with My Maker. Thank you so much as always for tuning in and enjoy.
You said I'm pretty.
just alive. Tonight I'm gonna